Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 144 of Reynolds Reviews. And on today's episode, I stole someone's idea. Cue the march. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today I have stole someone's idea. Now, if you follow me closely on social media, you'll know this week that I put out a post saying that I didn't have a planned video for this week and was asking people for suggestions and ideas. I got some great ideas of certain viewers, but then sometimes opportunity just presents itself.
You liar!
Sorry, did I say opportunity presents itself? What I mean is you can just nick someone else's idea.
I am an exceptional thief.
If you follow the channel closely, or more precisely, if you follow Shabby's channel closely, you'll notice that this week he put out a video showing toy lines that he doesn't generally show on his channel. Now, whether that's because he doesn't open them or he doesn't feel it's sort of in keeping with his channel. And I just thought that was a brilliant idea for a video. So I got in touch with Shabby and said, look, I'd really like to tag on to this and do the same sort of thing. Shabby being Shabby said, no problem whatsoever. But you might be thinking that I did a similar sort of video a few weeks ago. Now, the difference is the video that I did a few weeks ago showing toy lines that I don't generally show on the channel that were never really meant to be in my collection. Now, these are toys that I do now collect, but they were given to me as gifts, so I've kind of started collecting them by default. Whereas there are certain toy lines in the room that I purposely collect and I'm committed to collecting, but you either never see on the channel or rarely see on the channel. So today we're going to take a look at 3 toy lines that you either rarely see or never see. And the first one was a very recent one.
Supernatural! Now you can join the battle between brave Lionheart and evil Skull and their eerie ghostlings.
Lion, you're dying. Now, Master.
They change to fight with ghostly might. Turn them into the light and they change into even more powerful creatures.
Now, the lion in me is free. Take this.
Supernaturals. Lionheart, Skull and Ghostling sold separately. New from Tonka.
Okay, so the first line is Supernaturals, and I love this line. I used to have so many of these as a kid. I say so many, I think there's only about 6 figures, and obviously there's Ghostlings as well. But I loved these as a kid. I remember me and my brother used to buy them. Now, if you follow the channel closely, and if you know me personally and you're from around where I grew up, you will know of a shop called Nixie Plonks. And Nixie Plonks, it was a really cheap sort of tap bargain basement shop. But they used to have a fantastic toy aisle, and we used to get all our Supernaturals from Nixie Plonks. Now, if I remember rightly, we've got Snakebite, we have got, is it Eagle Eye? I think it's Eagle Eye. We've got Bernhardt, we've got Thunderbolt, which is clearly Thor, and then we've got Skull at the back. And the general theme with these figures is they were holographic. So they had a hologram inside. Obviously, in certain light, it was like the human character, and then when you turn it, it turned into whatever their alternate character was. So, like, you know, skeleton or a lion or whatever. But yeah, as you can see, all these figures are in various stages of completion. The only one I've got complete is Snakebite, but I will be trying to complete the rest. But I just want to give a big shout out to my good friend Matt over at Keep On Collecting. Now, I know Matt loves this line. Matt is missing the one figure that I'm missing. I think there was only 6 figures, which is Lionheart. Really difficult to get complete, and difficult to get unbroken. I don't know if he suffers from the whole gold plastic going brittle sort of thing, but whenever I find him, he's always got arms broken off or whatever. So Matt, rest assured, I'll keep looking. If I find one, I'm going to try and find 2, and then one will be coming your way, but let me know if you find one first. But I am going to keep looking for us, mate, and if I find 2, one will obviously be coming to you and I'll keep the others. So but then not only did I get these in a job lot, I got the Tomb of Doom at the back as well, and I absolutely love it. Now, I've just opened the coffin, and that is actually not in great condition. It's the first time I've opened the coffin. The doors are not in great condition, so I'm not massively pleased with that, but the tomb itself is in really good nick. And the light, I'm not sure if the light's working. My good friend VTR Dave might have to help me out with that. But I love this toy line. It's a great line. So yeah, this is just one toy line that I've started collecting recently that I had no intention of showing on the channel, and then I saw Shabby's video and thought, you know what, as a one-off, why not? But I just think it's a great toy line. All the weapons glow in the dark, which is something that me and my brother used to do when we were kids. We'd line them up at the end of our beds. I always just look at them. They were so bright at times, they illuminated the room, and my mum had to come in and take them away because we wouldn't go to sleep. But yeah, love Supernaturals. But again, it was a toy line that I was sort of umming and ahhing about showing, because I think once I venture outside Star Wars and Mask, does anybody want to watch it? Will I lose viewers? Will I lose subscribers? But I shouldn't really be worried about that. So, but yeah, Supernaturals, love it as a toy line. So yeah, that's the first one. Let's move on to the second line.
He-Man, He-Man. Who's Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
Here's He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together.
You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh, yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
And the next line is Masters of the Universe. Now, I've actually had to go mobile, guys, because I've just got too much stuff to put on the table, so I apologise if the light's now not sufficient. I'm just using natural light and my phone's audio, so I apologise if the quality is lessened a little bit. But I think a popular misconception is that I'm not a fan of Motu, and that is absolutely not the case. So watching Shabby and Toy Expert Lucy, I got deep into Motu Origins. But of course, you remember at Christmas I got some vintage ones as well, and I just love this line. I've got some in various areas of the room. I love Battle Armor He-Man, although I do prefer the original one. So we've got Battle Cat at the back there, Anti-Eternia He-Man, got Battle Armor Skeletor Origins version, and then we've got Panther at the back there. Not the flocked version, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll pick that up one day. But then if we go up, we've got the Origins Castle Grayskull. I've never even opened that, and again, when I got it, I thought that'll make a good video, but just kind of felt I shouldn't be doing Masters of the Universe on the channel. I don't really know why. So then moving over, we've got some vintage Motu. So we've got Prince Adam, Buzz Off, Triclops there, got Trapjaw, Spikor, Beastman, and then of course both Battle Armor, He-Man and Skeletor on their respective cats, Battle Cat and Panther. Absolutely love Motu as a toy line. Going up, I need a bit of a dust. Excuse the Centurions, but we've got another vintage He-Man on the attack track there, and it does work. And then we've got Man-at-Arms on the Battle Ram. So again, like I said, I think a popular misconception about me is I don't collect Motu and I don't particularly like it. Absolutely not true. And then a real piece in my collection is my boxed Snake Mountain. Now obviously Snake Mountain is in there. It's not quite complete. I'm hoping to complete it, but the original instructions are in there as well. So yeah, absolutely love that. And then moving down, very much how I like to display things now. I love getting the, if there's anything with a reissue version and then the vintage version. So as you can see, I've got the Origins line on the cards, and then I've got various vintage figures with their Origins counterparts there. So we've got Merman, we've got Webster, we've got Classic He-Man, very, very kindly donated to me by our Baz, better known as I Am the Dave. Then we've got Origins Skeletor, Classic Skeletor. We've got the Land Shark. I absolutely love that. And then moving along, we've got, again, Vintage and Origins displayed together. I was very, very lucky to get the Origins Trapjaw, very kindly sent to me by Connor Fuller over at Fuller's Figures. And then we've got Faker, Stinkor, and then we have got Stratos. And then right at the back, we have got my Origins Scareglow, again, very kindly donated to me by Chris Mewett over at Chasing 80s Toys. I have got some wings for Stratos, they just need a repair, so they'll be getting done. But yeah, so various different Motu pieces in the collection room, and I think people just think that I'm not a fan. So as you can see, that is absolutely not the case. In fact, I've got even more Motu to come out in storage, so yeah, just something that I rarely show on the channel. I know you've seen the odd bits, but I always think that my channel has to stick to Star Wars or Mask, or people lose interest, but I don't think that's the case, really. I think that's just me. So, okay, on to the last line.
Only the heroic Autobots can save Earth. Sideswipe, Grapple, Ratchet, Jazz, a whole army.
Even Decepticons! Autobots, transform!
The Transformers, robots in disguise.
The evil Decepticons must be stopped by the heroic Autobots. The battle goes on.
Transformers,
Robots in disguise from Hasbro.
And of course, the last line is Transformers, very much influenced by people like our Tez, Dean over at All Things 80s, Jody, Gen X Toys Geek, and I love Transformers. But again, another line you don't really see much on the channel, but I really do love them. So we've got my G1 Galvatron there, G1 Cyclonus and Scourge, and then we've got G1 Thrust and Skywalk, but just behind there, we've got some of the reissue Headmasters. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but we've got Weird Wolf there, we've got Skull Cruncher, we've got Hardhead. Now, Hardhead is actually one of my favourite Headmasters, and I do plan to get these in the vintage versions as well, because like I said, I do like to display the reissues and then the vintage ones in front, so I plan to do that with the Headmasters. We've got Mind Wipe there, and then we've got Blur, very kindly donated to me by our Tez. Just sneaking in, hiding behind there, we've got my G1 reissue Grimlock, again very kindly sent to me by Jody, Gen X Toys Geek. And then we've got G1 reissue Hot Rod. Now I actually really like Hot Rod, and I know people have got issue with him. I'm not going to get into the whole Hot Rod Optimus Prime debate, but personally I love the reissues as well, because I think they give everybody a chance to get these in their original boxes like we used to see them on the shelf. I know some people don't like them, but I just think they're really great value. Then we've got my reissue Skywarp, Shabby's favourite, that one. I hope you've got that now, Shabby. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know if you've got that. Hiding behind there, we've got my reissue G1 Optimus Prime, G1 Starscream, G1 Red Alert, one of my favourites, Red Alert, really do like it. We've actually got a Transformers comic sneaking in at the back there, very much influenced by Jeff Barker. Like I said, I'm very easily influenced. Jeff was showing us some comics one day and I thought, well, I'd like to pick a few up. We've got my G1 Soundwave, and then we've got Ultra Magnus there, and just sneaking in at the back you can see I've got a few KO Masterpiece Transformers there as well. I think there's Hot Rod, there's Red Alert and Sideswipe as well. I have got a few others, but they're in storage. But yeah, so there we go. That is my very humble Transformers collection, but I do love them and I will continue to pick them up. I really do love G1 Transformers. So yeah, there we go, everybody. Something a bit different this week, but I hope you like it. I just want to say again, thank you, Shabby, for being cool about this. I mean, I knew you'd be happy for me to do it, but I always think it's courteous just to get in touch with people and ask. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, everybody. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're one of my existing viewers and existing subscribers, thanks for sticking with me, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I always try to read everyone's comments and get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. I'll see you next time.